So, if you've been following the channel for any large part of time, you know that in the course of this marathon training block, I have a few races scheduled. We've already done the triathlon. I wanted to do a trail half marathon that's part of like this kind of crazy three-legged trail endurance race. I'm sitting outside my house, waiting for the Uber, gonna take the train down to St. Louis because the wife's coming down later. And it's gonna be an awesome weekend. Let's go catch that Uber. Made it here. I'm gonna go find where to check in, where to board, and eat some food. Made it to St. Louis. Father-in-law's graciously decided to pick me up. The train ride, yeah, it was okay. It's nice to not have to drive, but apparently the Texas Eco line, they've like gotten rid of the observation car. Coach can't sit in the dining car. It's something right now. So hopefully those services come back. I mean, I've never ridden on a train with them, but we're here. So today, St. Louis. Tomorrow, a little town called Potosi, and Saturday, the race. And then also Kirsten's gonna come down. So, see you then. 5 easy miles. Nothing too crazy, just getting them warm, legs a little warmed up for tomorrow's run. Let's get to it. Run's done. Some errands to do, supporting the local running store, mostly because these are my Ray-Bans, but I left my Goodrs at home. I don't want to race in these, so let's see if they have a pair of Goodrs in here. Mission complete. Got the fresh pair of Goodrs now. A few more errands to take care of, and then we're gonna take off down to Potosi. Now we're at the West County Mall. Got to pick up a present for my newborn baby niece and my brother and sister-in-law's baby shower. Another successful stop. We've got a Build-A-Bear. We've gotten one for each of the nieces and nephews as they've been born. Now, on the hunt for some food, and then we'll head south to Potosi and meet up with my good friend and get ready to run this race tomorrow. So, just picked up the packet. By the way, this is Klint. He is going to be rocking out on the bike tomorrow, about 30 miles. This is where the run starts, where the canoe ends. Now we're gonna go check out where the bike starts. Good morning, obviously we're in the car, we're on the road. We are just now leaving Potosi. I'm heading towards a place called, I think it's Leesburg, Missouri, to Ozark Outfitters or something like that. That's where the running starts. So quick recap, we are heading towards the three-legged monster race. It's the Ozark Trail Association's charity race for the year. It consists of 3 legs, a run, a bike, and a canoe. The run is about a half marathon through kind of some technical trails. The bike is a basically 30-mile bike ride over mixed surfaces, so some technical trail, some gravel, a very little bit of pavement. And then the goal is that the runner and the biker come back to the same launch location, and once both of your participants are there, you toss the canoe in the water and you take off 12 miles over the water. First team to the finish line wins. 4, 3, 2, 1, go! So we're a couple miles in. The climbing sucks. The downhill stuff, that's pretty fun. But I think I'm in 3rd place right now. I don't think I'll finish in 3rd. The climbing's too big of a differential. A lot of other people are gonna catch up. But hoping to keep it in the top 5 by the time we're done. Let's do it. Crew right there. Chili. Good. Yeah. Alright. I got my shoes. Yeah, I know, right? Only like 7-inch miles. Up we go. So I think I'm sitting at about 6th.
the 5 ahead of me, tipping my cap. Like I'm basically on target pace, and they're just killing it. So that's awesome. So it's harder than it looks. I think it's harder than the Journey half that I've done. It feels harder than the marathon. The climb and the trails with the roots, that's brutal. It's hard. But anyway, less than 3 miles left. I think most of it's downhill, so I can kind of open up the stride. Try to close the gap a little bit, but we'll see if that happens. And get to the finish line. Let's go. This is the pace of a dead man. This is not good. As I'm walking, my quads are starting to cramp, lock up. I can barely make it to the stupid canoe. It's a long way. I bet I'm going at least half a mile or more to the canoe from where I parked my truck. It's ridiculous. Okay, so we're in the canoe. Andy made me sit up front because I suck at navigating. You know what? I ain't even offended because I am tired. So mountain bike went okay. I definitely gave it everything I had. Around mile 20 or so, I was back on the road and went to stand up to do a out of the saddle power, and both quads at the same time in the same spot basically started cramping up, locking up. So I really had to pedal smooth and like keep those legs bent. A lot of aero tucking down the hills. But walking back to the canoe from my truck was like, I don't know, 3/4 of a mile walk or so. And I was almost there and my legs started cramping. I could barely walk. I was like waddling like a penguin. And then here comes Andy jogging by, but he said he took a wrong turn apparently. And yeah, that's basically where we're at in life.
Run? Whew, that was hard. Honestly, I think that was as hard as probably at least 2 of the marathons that I've done, marathon/half marathons. The climb with like the loose terrain and the really steep grade, that's tough. So yeah, and here we are. I think we're probably sitting somewhere between like 4th and 6th right now in the canoe, if I had to guess.
There's a head bumper right there, boy. Boy, the redneck comes out in the river lesson. We'll come back. All right, appreciate you guys. Yeah. Sorry, Andy.
Yo, so we found out we finished 4th. It's a little bittersweet because there's a big old party at 4, and if we would have finished top 3 in the podium, we probably would have stayed for the party, but we ain't doing that.
Parties are for winners.
That's right. That's right.
And I couldn't paddle hard enough to make us a winner.
Nah, dude, I think all of our times were good. It's just there were some people that were like really good. They told us at the beginning of the race that they basically had double the sign up this year.
Yeah.
So like the times we were looking at last year, I think some of
we
those...
would have been in the competition for the win, basically.
Yeah.
Like our times were good enough to be first or second last year, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we would have been right there, but this year with the bigger field, the tougher field, you know, we put in good times, but there was just some people that were like really getting after it. But anyway.
Yeah, whoa, baby. The canoe portion was surprisingly highly competitive.
Dude, there were people just crushing it on the canoe.
I mean, we really only got passed by 2 canoers, and one of them was short crew, but
yeah,
there were people coming hard at the end that had caught us from I don't know how far back. So we paddled hard enough to stay ahead of them.
Yeah.
But the people that passed us, there was no catching them. Good night. They were flying.
Yeah, I mean, I think we kind of gave it all we had on the canoe. Maybe if there was another like mile, which I'm glad there wasn't. There was like one long courser that we were slowly catching, that maybe with another mile, mile and a half, we could have got the podium, but that's fine. Such is life. Anyway.
I'm just stoked I tipped us over at the very end.
Yeah, it was a good time. But I think his battery's about to die, so I'm gonna turn this off. Any last word?
Nope. I'm in pain.
There we go. Pain is the word.